From some exclusive information dropped earlier today on a suit in Spider-Man 2 and its feature, to how Miles seemingly will have a certain weapon of choice in this supposed battle with Peter, a crazy takedown idea that people are really rooting for, download times, and a bunch more. We have a lot to get through. If you could leave a like right now, it helps a ton, but hey, turn that into a dislike if you get to the end and you actually didn't enjoy the video. So, today something very interesting happened. Hot Toys revealed their toys for Spider-Man 2, showing a ton for both Peter and Miles. Now unfortunately we had no Venom, which I kinda did expect, so it was a little bit disappointing not to see that, but what is great is when these toys drop, we usually get a little more insight, not into just the suits, but sometimes features that the suits will have, like we have got today. Now we all know about the web wings in this game, and I'd even go as far as saying that the biggest question has been since its initial reveal is if it's for all of the suits or if it will only be for a selected type of suit, and that goes hand in hand with the question on suit colors and even variations as well, which is currently still pending. But what Hot Toys have seemingly shown in their reveal is that the advanced suit will indeed have the wings, or the feature should we say, to actually use them, which is a very big deal. Now the question still remains, is it for every suit though? Let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comment section below. Now a lot of people are really rooting for a recently shared takedown idea that would make the game a lot more immersive. So somebody online shares the idea that Marvel Spider-Man 2's stealth takedown that would basically just bring a new level of immersion into the game. And look, there's no doubt that the combat was already a high point of the original game, and when I say the original game, I'm talking about the PlayStation 4 version. However, that doesn't mean that Insomniac shouldn't look for ways to actually improve combat in Marvel Spider-Man 2, and well, stealth certainly seems like a great place to start. It was, at least in my opinion, one of the more underutilized elements of combat in the original game. As I say, that's my personal opinion, as it was just a lot more easier for you to, I guess, just jump in front of the enemy and go head to head and eliminate them that way. But either way, Insomniac can actually figure out a way to expand upon that and make it more of a viable option in Spider-Man 2 would definitely be appreciated by a lot of people. So here's the idea. Now it was shared on Reddit, and they also shared a video to give some more context on the sensitive stealth takedowns in Spider-Man 2, and the footage they shared is from the amazing Spider-Man 2 game that highlights exactly what they are referring to. Now they want the stealth takedowns to basically take into account the player's environment around them and have Spider-Man utilize it to his advantage. In their footage, Spider-Man pulls the enemy towards them and uses the wall behind to basically web them up. It's the perfect example of the sort of takedown they are referring to, and I actually think that is by far one of the most important things when it comes down to making that gameplay more immersive. And also in the thread, a lot of people did disagree, also claiming that the series already kind of features something similar. I guess you could argue that with the recent trailer as well, and different types of like vent takedowns, etc., where I guess technically it's true, but they are used far and far between the game, and most of the time the game will actually ignore the environment around the player and execute just a basic takedown. The animations in the game are good, but there's certainly room for improvement. Now the takedowns in Spider-Man Miles Morales, on the other hand, were already a step forward in this regard, and hopefully Insomniac continues the trend with further improvement, of course, in Spider-Man 2. Now before we continue, I've got a really cool sponsor that if you love Spider-Man, you are absolutely going to love, so need I say more, just go ahead, watch the ad, and then we'll continue into the video. Today's video is sponsored by Display, the #1 place to go for the most incredible posters, But wait, not just any posters, metal posters designed to capture your unique passions. And I just have to highlight their insanely, in fact ridiculously good Spider-Man collection, which you can see when you click my link and go to my page. But I mean, just take a look at how many posters they've got, which just look absolutely incredible. The best part is you don't need to drill any holes into your wall either, because it comes with a magnetic mount and a protective leaf, as you can see on screen, and it's super easy to install. You literally just put the protective leaf on the wall and then you put the magnet on top of it and you hold it down for about 5 seconds. And the reason why this is so cool is because it literally does 0 damage to your walls. And on top of that, you can also see the most amazing posters that I've got that are just super easy to swap out once your mount is actually up. I mean, it doesn't get more convenient than this, literally. And with over 40,000 artists and 1.3 million designs, there are tons to choose from Star Wars, Harry Potter, Spider-Man, right down to some very cool looking designs to really bring some life to your room. Now, not only does your purchase support the artists who make these, but for every disc plate sold, a tree is planted. And I've listed some of my favorite posters on my page for you to grab too. And if you get 1 to 2, you get a 20% discount, or if you buy 3 or more, you get a 30% discount. It's a great alternative to the standard paper impressions or just the canvas posters or prints that you would actually get. So check out Display and some of my favorite Display posters with a link in the description below. Now, shared by Lucas on Reddit, imagine if Miles uses loud music against Peter to weaken the symbiote during his boss fight. And let's be honest here, it makes complete sense. Someone even went the extra mile to add the following. Uncle Aaron's dog poo beat is enough to make Venom spontaneously combust, which actually made me laugh. And look, it would actually make for a very funny moment in the game. And it's small things like that I genuinely do believe this game will feature. Now, the news has been hot this past week. We know we'll be seeing more of Spider-Man 2 at San Diego's Comic-Con, with the date now being confirmed as the 20th, and Insomniac will actually have a 1 hour long panel. Now, what they will show remains somewhat of a mystery, though we do know the overall topic is said to be shaped around the symbiote, and that's confirmed by the way. So it's likely we will even get a first in-game look at Venom in action, which I think would be great. And what is also very likely going to happen is a new trailer. Even if it's like a pre-order trailer, I think that's definitely going to happen. Now, preload details for Spider-Man 2 were also shared as well, stating that players will be able to download the game on Friday, October 13th at 6 AM Pacific time, 9 AM Eastern, 2 PM BST. And this is almost a week before Spider-Man 2 launches. Now, the bad news here is that a lot of people are confused about is, though, yes, you can pre-download the game early, but will you actually be able to play it? And the simple answer is no, you won't be able to play it until the actual release date. Although what I'm about to say would actually be a major tease and probably make that week really drag, but I think it would be cool if we can actually load up the game and just stare at the loading screen, and I'm hoping it will have this seamless transition like we've seen before, which is likely. So maybe a glimpse of the city at night waiting for us to literally just jump in would be great. Spider-Man on the side of the wall, etc. Look, as I say, it's definitely going to be a major tease and make the week go a bit long, but hey, I think that'll be cool. Now, we are definitely going into the exclusive head-to-head war this year, as it's been said that Starfield is going to beat Spider-Man 2 this winter, as far as very anticipated games go, exclusive to console only. And a fan basically shared that they've examined the fan reaction to both games, and they concluded that Xbox is well ahead of PlayStation 5 in terms of current hype levels. Now, people are also going as far as saying that the Xbox showcase was significantly more exciting than the PlayStation showcase. Is that statement true? Personally, I'd probably say yes, but is Spider-Man 2 underhyped in comparison to, let's say, Starfield? Or is the internet going crazy again? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. But I think it's very interesting nonetheless, because with both games being very separate, there is that whole element on, okay, look, this is a big game that's going to be releasing. Spider-Man 2 is a very, very anticipated game this year. And most importantly, it's anticipated because of the whole symbiote story. Had it had not been for the symbiote, I would probably go as far as saying that it wouldn't be as anticipated, and the reason I say that is because in comparison to the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game we got, it was kind of like we didn't know what to expect, so that's where a lot of the excitement happened. Same kind of context with Miles Morales, it wasn't as hyped up as the first Spider-Man game, and then I guess a lot of fan theories are going around now saying, well, is Insomniac making the wrong mistake with the way they're going about marketing Spider-Man 2? Now, I would say, and again, this is coming from my just sort of fan perspective and looking at it from, I guess, the stand, so to say, right? I think there's a lot of hype for Spider-Man 2, but I equally feel there might be an element where when you have people compare it to like Starfield, two separate games, and talking about hype levels, it's a situation where I think people shouldn't expect Spider-Man 2 to be a complete different game in the sense of you're expecting absolutely everything to be brand new. Like, for example, a very hot topic was about the web swinging in the game and how it looks very similar to the other games. And I guess the big debate there is, well, how do you make web swinging consistently in every installment, every sequel different? It's just web swinging. There's only so much you can do. Same kind of context with it's in New York. There's going to be only so many locations you can add until maybe you go on the outskirts of that. But the point still remains. I'm keen to know your thoughts on this all though regardless. So get in the comment section below and leave your thoughts on that.